I am a teenage African girl who was raised by my grandparents. They cared for me since my infancy. I did not know my mother because I didn't grow up seeing her. I was brought up in a Catholic home. I never missed morning mass and Sunday church services. I grew up knowing three languages. They are French, British English, and Chi. I normally spoke the Ghanaian language, which is also known as Chi, at home because that was the only language my grandparents could speak. My grandmother always taught me how to dress decently and also how to be around well-mannered children. My grandparents always wanted the best for me because I was the only girl. We read an article about Adam Abba in my English class. She was a Muslim. I was very sad when I read this article because we were we are both not born in this country. She faced a lot of discrimination as I faced when I first came to Joliet West High School, and I still continue to experience. In my English class, we also read a book titled Surviving Justice. It talked about how ignorance can affect an entire society. There were a lot of injustices in this book. I have always loved to study new things, even though my parents and grandparents didn't attain a higher level of education in their generation. This information from the book really affected me since I thought everybody of this modern world needed a better education. I have always dreamed of becoming a great person in future, and I know the only key to success is self-determination, perseverance, and hard work. Another book that was read was The Road. My teacher also gave the class the chance to watch the video in order to improve our understanding of the main points of the book. This book and the video basically explain how the end of the world was going to be like. Based on the family construct, I can explain this in many ways. The man and the little boy were the main characters of the book. The man always cared for the boy and wished the best for him, as my grandparents did all the time when my mama was not around. This book really impacted my life because it encouraged me not to give up in the journey my grandparents had helped me begin. We lastly watched Food Inc. in my English class. This showed a lot of stuff people eat in many places. People eat unhealthy foods just because that is what they can afford for it. When I was in Africa, I only ate foods such as fufu and soup, banku and stew, and a lot more. Sometimes I starved at school because I did not like the food itself. And mostly get over some stuff because I do not encourage people to eat foods that I eat since they might not like it. Race, gender, religion, and education have both negative and positive influences on my life.